Good morning, entrepreneurs and builders. Welcome to the Breaking Business Podcast, where we don't just talk marketing and entrepreneurship, we dissect it, we challenge it, we extract those golden nuggets that you can actually use every single day. Business is in your blood, and I'm here to make it boil. I'm your host, Dr. Wood. Now let's break it down and build something great. So let's be real. Is it really possible to make money while you're not working? Like to actually step away and the business still runs, sells, serves, profits? Turns out, not only is it possible, it's essential. Because guess what? 72% of entrepreneurs are burning out daily, mostly because they are the business. But the grind isn't the only way. What if your business could run like a machine that prints money even while you sleep? Ah, that's the dream, right? That's what today's video is all about. We're going to talk about building a business that works without you using a system of smart automation and a keep it simple, stupid methodology. So, you probably didn't start your business to work 80 hours a week. At least I hope not. You wanted freedom, right? But now you're in a state of overwhelming. You're the operator, the manager, the customer service rep, and by God, is it probably exhausting. But here's the thing. A business that depends less on you is more scalable. It's easier to sell. And you finally get time to rest, grow, and just live. It's called buying back your time. So we're not talking about hustling harder in this system. We're talking about building a smarter system. And to make this work, there are two big mindset shifts that you have to do. The first one is you have to stop being the center of your business. Ask yourself, if you left for 30 days, would your business survive? Would it thrive? Or will it die? If not, it's time to shift something. The second thing is you need to document, systemize, templatize. I'm talking about writing down the key stuff that gets things done. Sales, fulfillment, customer support. These standard operating procedures are the first building blocks of freedom. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about a different system. Repetitive, following rules, something that doesn't require complex thinking of any kind and can be delegated, either to a machine or to people. If it can probably be automated, we can automate it. The first thing, automating what is essentially your sales and marketing approach. This solves a few things: missed leads, cold prospecting, and then the inconsistent follow up. There are a few tools that you can use for your email, such as ActiveCampaign. There's also HubSpot, and then you can connect it with an automation system called Zapier. What does this do, really? Well, it develops this using all three of these tools. We can nurture leads automatically while you sleep and take out the elimination of the manual processes. That's the first step of automation. That's the first sector of automation is your sales and marketing. And I know I'm not going into the nuances about how to set up ActiveCampaign, how to set up Zapier. In this video, I'm more talking about the conceptualization of each of these things to automate, what you should focus on as a category, not the nitty-gritty of how to set up specific categories. Those are for obviously more in-depth videos or more of a follow-up to questions in each. But moving on. The second thing to automate would be our customer support. Things like Intercom, Zendesk, AI chatbots, these solve the questions that you get asked about your business, the FAQs, things that are simple and repetitive in the sense of the consumer is always asking these things and you don't want to always manually reply to these same questions. It's just it causes a system of burnout and you end up replying less and less each time because it just feels stupid. But it is essential to creating a happy customer pipeline, fast responses, and then less stress around acquiring and keeping both new and current customers. The third thing that we should automate in your business is the fulfillment and delivery processes. It solves manual ordering, fulfillment, errors that come up with each. And what tools that are probably what you want to end up using if you're majority if you're a product based organization. I don't know why that majority word came out, but if you're mostly product based, Shopify is a really good website builder, and then the plugins that are within that is really good. It's almost phenomenal, I would say. We're talking about digital delivery systems. There's also something called Pipefy, and then Monday.com for calendar fulfillment. The results of this type of process being automated is your orders and your services get delivered without touching anything. And when you templicize it in such a way, replicating and scaling of this same process, whether it's with new employees, with new types of categories of products, anything of those natures, you can pretty much implement daily or quickly, not daily, but quickly. the, the last step of or sorry, the last category of automation that I would recommend is something called your admin and finance automations. And I'm talking about things that require you chasing payments or manual invoicing, creating messy reports. You want things like QuickBooks, Xero, ClickUp, Stripe. This using these softwares as a service in a way to automate your administration and finance services. It creates better cash flow, less mental load, and you're not always chasing the cleaner books of the client to get a specific payment. It's all documented, and it can be pulled up at a moment's notice. But these are the categories. How do you build this automation engine? And it comes down to almost only 5 steps, but conceptually it's a little bit more nuanced to that. But I'm just going to go over the overarching 5 steps for this roadmap. The first step is you're going to map your processes, document everything that you regularly do, and then your sorry, my brain just did a fart. SOPs. Sorry. Yeah, your standard operating procedures equals your automation blueprint. Pick one goal of your SOPs, and each automation should only go to a specific goal and a specific process. Step two, and why I said that in step one, is step two is you want to start small. You want to pick those repetitive tasks to automate one win at a time. One automation equals one goal being completed equals one win. You stack those wins, and that creates a exponential benefit to your business over time. Step three, I discussed several tools above that you could potentially use, but you want to find the right tools. You want to look for things that are low code or no code that you can plug into what you currently have available. You don't want to hire a developer to do a completely brand new process, because if it can't be templatized on that end, it can't be templatized on the other end, and you have to learn something completely new for your business. Step four, you're going to want to delegate things that can't be automated, things that require humans, teams. For each of those operating procedures, you want to train the team to specialize in this thing. An example of this would be when Ford started the assembly line. You still needed human intervention in specific spots of the assembly line because the robots and automation at the time weren't able to do those things. Imagine your business is like that assembly line. Somewhere along each of the process of your business, you're going to require a human input to either fix something or do something, or even instruct another piece of automation to get started. With that, The last step is you're going to want to monitor and optimize. Check your systems for bugs. It's almost similar to how AI can eventually hallucinate, or a copy of a copy starts to degrade over time. Automation isn't going to be your set and forget thing because of all the nuances of update within each plugin. You even have policy changes, you have legal, you have outer market shifts. Each of these things will not result in a set it and forget it system with automation. It's more of a set it, test it, improve it, constantly monitor, but not monitor constantly. Now, I digress. This isn't just a theory about automation. This works. E-commerce businesses automate full order cycles constantly. Course creators make money passively after doing all of the setup and all the automating. They then just decide to tweak every now and then with little details, but it makes money passively. Lead generation businesses scale with almost no touch systems. Even I started small with automated welcome emails, sometimes SMS, a few bits of advertising here and there, and then massive onboarding tasks that I felt were beneath me, such as invoicing customers manually with their own customer reports, or their own time consuming things that I felt on the back end that didn't really necessarily move the needle for my business, but it looked good. Those things were what I automated at a, one step at a time, and each of those allowed me to buy back time using that automation. And then I spent more time leading my team, spent more time client acquisition, and doing less of those minute nuances. And yes, eventually it gets to a point where you can just chill and let it do its thing. You don't need to automate everything overnight. Remember, you just want to start with one piece, one goal, one automation, one result. And then once you do that, watch how much smoother your business is going to run. If you like this video, please like and subscribe it. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know why I keep screwing up on this outro. And then if you disagree with my opinion, please post in comments below. I'd love to learn more about your ideas, your thoughts, your processes, and what you've experienced in the real world going through your business. Tell me about your business. And with that, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.